Picture this. It's the middle of an ice age night, -20. The wind is so strong it would tear apart any fire you tried to light. So how does the family sleeping in this cave wake up alive? Not with fire, with something we've completely forgotten. And one part of it is going to disturb you. You've always been told fire is the reason humans survived the cold. But here's the problem. Fire is fragile. It needs dry wood, shelter from the wind, someone awake all night to feed it. And the nights that actually killed people, the worst ones, were exactly the nights you couldn't keep a fire alive. So our ancestors built other defenses, stranger ones, and the fact that they worked is the only reason you exist. So what do you do when there's no fire and the cold can kill you in hours? Simple. You use other people. Ancient humans didn't sleep spread out. They slept in a pile. Bodies pressed together, breathing on each other, sharing heat like a single living animal. And it works. A tight group stays far warmer than anyone sleeping alone. So who got the middle, the warmest place in the heap? The children, the old, the sick, and the strong ones slept on the outside, taking the cold so the others didn't freeze. Sleep alone on a night like that, and you simply don't wake up. But body heat only goes so far. So they took heat from animals. First, the obvious way, fur. They scraped hides, dried them, and wrapped themselves up or threw them over the whole sleeping pile. They even learned to sew, stitching skins into the first real clothing with needles carved from bone. But on the coldest nights, they went further. Ever heard the phrase, a three-dog night? It isn't poetry. People genuinely slept with their dogs pressed against them for warmth. And a three-dog night meant it was so cold you needed 3 of them on your body just to last till morning. And on the very worst nights, they went somewhere most people never imagine. When they brought down a large animal, its body was still warm. So they used it. They wrapped themselves in the fresh hide, and sometimes sheltered against the opened carcass itself, stealing the last of that animal's heat to reach sunrise. Grim? Yes. But it worked. And it worked is the only thing the cold has ever cared about. Now, where you slept mattered just as much as what you wore. And here's a question almost nobody asks. What did they sleep on? Not the bare floor, never the bare floor. The ground pulls heat out of your body far faster than cold air ever could. So they built thick beds of grass and leaves, lifted up off the freezing earth. We've actually found these beds, preserved for 200,000 years. And the strangest part? Every so often, they set the entire bed on fire. On purpose. Why would you burn your own bed? To kill the ticks, the fleas, the lice nesting inside it. Burn the old layer, pile fresh grass on the ash, and you've got a bed that's clean and warm at the same time. But the strongest tool they had against the cold wasn't a hide or a bed. It was their own body. The humans who lived through the Ice Age were built differently. Shorter, broader, denser, carrying more fat to trap heat, running hotter than you are right now. The Neanderthals even had wide noses that warmed freezing air before it reached their lungs. Their tolerance for cold would feel like a superpower to us today. So where did it go? We gave it away. The moment fire, clothing, and walls made the cold optional, our bodies stopped paying the price to fight it. And that ancient toughness quietly drained out of us. So the next time you're cold, and you flip a switch or light a flame without even thinking about it, stop for 1 second. For almost the entire human story, staying warm meant the pile, the hide, the dog, the carcass, and a body far tougher than yours will ever be. Fire takes all the credit, but it was everything around the fire that kept your ancestors alive long enough to become you. And if you think that's intense, wait until you hear what these same people did when one of them died. That story is even stranger. It's on the channel.